how you going? I hope you're going well. Okay, so this is another quick art postcard in my book of postcards. I have given away a couple of my postcards already. I've sent a couple of my postcards. So I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with the process. And I'm kind of making for people, but this particular, in the past, which there'll be a video up before of just a couple that I've made quickly. So then what we're doing is, if you haven't been with us, what we're doing is this book is just made of an old A4 watercolor paper book, and I made it into a book just to hold it together. And these are some of the postcards that I've actually made. I've cut out a couple and sent them away. Some of them haven't been quite finished. I've got to come back and get them. But I've had a few ideas about it, you know, having that base picture background, you know, whether it be mine, whether it be something you've got, whether a piece of paper or whatever it is that you like. So I'm going to try and make different kinds, because mine always has this very Asian, as you know, very Asian background, but I want to try and incorporate the other things that I really like. And so this is a piece of my Glassine paper that I've made, which I printed on the printer, and I've got a few other bits and pieces that I've got together, and I want to make a really simple one. This I've stuck on already. This is just a stamp of a key. So I just want to make this really, really simple. This little postcard is to someone who obviously is very she's very involved in writing and loves writing and things, but she also likes Asian stuff. And I found these gorgeous little stamps, which unfortunately one of my daughter's dogs had a bit of a chew out, but that's okay. It looks very worn now. So I'm going to put those two orange there, and I'm going to put that there. Now, when you buy stamps, as you would all know, because you all probably have them, and I am really new to this stamp thing. Hold on. Should have got that out earlier. Sorry. Let me just get what I mean, what I'm talking about. When you buy stamps, there's always that piece of plastic that's got the picture on the, you know, the picture on the front. Like for instance that there. We'll just use that as a demonstration. So what I do, not everything I do, I mean I love them, but not everything I do is the right size. Do you know what I mean? So obviously the stamp is this size, but when I scan these black pieces, and when I then can print them on any paper, on any translucent paper, or make them larger or smaller to the size of the book that I want. So I kind of get more use out of them just other than a stamp. So for instance, the stamp, now I don't even know that I have the stamp. Yeah, I do. Here it is. Okay, so this stamp here, let me just find it. Let me find it. Might take me 3 seconds probably. So this stamp here is what I've printed onto a piece of tissue paper. Okay. But in my actual printed ones, it's probably in fact it's about this much bigger. It's actually quite a lot larger. And then the same with the bottles. So everything, it just depends on what you want, really. So for instance, here's a better example. See the Mod ink bottle? Okay, printed on my Glassine paper that I made. Okay, and that's the actual size of it. So That's how much I've enlarged it on the computer for when I was working in another size book. Now, this particular book that I'm working in, because it's quite small, it's half an A4 page, so it doesn't actually need these sizes. The stamp actually works quite well, and because there's a little on this print, there's a little pen and so forth. I'm going to put that little ink bottle. I'm going to stamp it now. Can you stamp on glassine paper? I have no clue. I'm completely don't know. And this is just a lovely little stamp that I've got from China, Japanese or Chinese. Now I'm going to put, these are 3 keyholes. I'm just going to put there, I think, maybe. So first things first, I'm actually going to get some glue and just that down. Now I have tried to keep with like 5 things or something, you know, just it's got this, because it's got a background, makes life so much easier. You can kind of build on it, but I will desperately try to not do all Asian ones. Alright, so I'm going to put those up there. Write something really nice on the back of this and post it to a friend as my art to them during this COVID time, because you know how that goes. Alright, so I'm going to get, I'm just going to take those ones off, those keys, and get some ink. So this is a very fast little post stamp, really, when you think about it. So I'm going to put that there, like that. In fact, while I do that, I might put on. Can you see me online? Oh no, you probably can't. I'll have to do it up here. It's going to just go where I want it. So do I want it lower? Do I want it higher? Think about there. Here, like so. They're really quick, aren't they? Now the next one I'm going to do, so I've laid down a few different kinds of backgrounds already printed, you know, so that I can just make one every morning or something like that, you know, some little thing to get my creativity going in the morning when I first come out to the studio. For here, and also to be thinking about someone else and just not myself. So you can you could send wrong way, I think, it doesn't matter. You could send it and just send it online, you know, if you didn't want to part with it, or you didn't know their, you know, you didn't want to ask them for their address. But I think getting something in the mail is really kind of special. And all right, now I'm going to leave that because that is just a really simple one, but simple sometimes is better.